All right. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the race weekend. Today we have round 7 of season 2 in the Champions Series. This is going to be the Legends Division. I am your host, Stinky Juan, and I'm here with Iverson.
Hello.
As you can hear, we are about to start our what is it called?
Race?
Qualifying. That's the word I was looking for. Qualifying. We have
beginning.
Yeah, sorry we started a little bit late today. It was just classic EA servers happening.
Yeah. EA doing EA stuff, man. Nothing working. Yeah. Invite's not going correctly. It's par for the course. It's what you expect out of such an excellent and fine gaming institution that really they look out for the best interests in their consumers. You know, they don't just make you buy a new game every year for like $60 that's broken each time. You know, they wouldn't do something like that.
No, they never would. No. But we are here in Monza, or Italy.
Monza.
Italian Grand Prix today.
Speed.
It is very speed-based.
Speed.
Almost. I think most of these drivers will be running zero wing on the back for sure.
Wing? I don't... Monza? Wing?
Zero.
No.
And then they'll have a little bit. You still want a little bit of wing, give or take.
Sorry. 0-1?
Front.
1-0?
Well, it's the front. You would put a few on it. But you always you want a 0 on the back for sure, because that's going to give you the top speed.
I don't want a 0 on the back.
Well, you also want a 0 because you need that for the top speed.
The Temple of Speed, indeed.
All right. So while we wait here, I'm gonna get these names in.
While we wait.
And here, let me do this so that it's not.
Temple of Speed.
So
can you click on this?
You want the track for right now?
I want to look at it.
All right.
I want to look at it.
There you go.
Yeah, it's basically just straight
All right.
lines.
So as I do this, you can talk about this driver's coming out now.
That was Project Race GP.
Or AKA Landon.
AKA Landon.
Why isn't it showing that he went out? Still says he's in the pits.
Oh, right. Where were we? That's right. The Pit of Despair. Name that movie.
I can't.
Princess Bride. Come on. Man.
Oh, yes, you're right.
He's opening the book up again with the kid. That's a classic.
I screwed that one up.
You did.
I should have known.
You should have. It's okay. I'll forgive you. Because there's more important things going on. We're at Monza, at the Temple of Speed. We got 15 racers today, and I'm excited for a little bit of action. Ooh, that looks much better. I like that.
Oh, yeah. Look at the quality.
Wow.
The quality of it.
What happened? It's so clean. Idea. The lights. Is that ray tracing?
I don't know this person's name. So, I'm just going to go by Psycho. New driver.
Looks like most of the drivers are heading out to get something in real quick, get in a lap. What times are we looking for here?
That's a good question. I actually don't know.
Fast times. We're looking for fast times at Ridgemont High. Another movie.
Well, he's about to start a hot lap right now.
Okay.
So we should stay with. And shows really good pace. I think this is the driver.
He's a fast driver.
I think this is the driver we definitely want to be with right now.
I can dig it.
Right?
Yeah, I think so. Wow. Oh, God. All those billboards. Who did that? Looks so dope. Say it with me. Miranda.
So here with Landon, he's coming through the I can't name any of these corners. Oh, Ascari, I can name Ascari.
Ascari, Ascari, the Curva Grande, Roja.
Oh, and on that we move to a different driver here.
He was watching the stream. Shouldn't have been watching the stream.
You gotta stop watching the stream. We are here with Josh, our Drivers Champion leader right now.
Ew.
Let's see what kind of lap he'll put in. going through Parabolica.
Curva Parabolica, sir.
Well,
Gotta say it right.
they just call it that.
Curva Parabolica. You gotta, and if your hand's not in the air, you're doing it wrong. All right, we got a 119.903 for our first time. I think
There's a 119.
We have a couple more
Let's see if we can find any of them. Lungi does a 120.765, so not too bad. We have Miller here coming into the end. Is actually driving today, reserving for Mercedes.
Love a good Mercedes.
Yeah. We'll see if he'll be able to do well for them. Oh, Renzo goes second fastest.
And that's
And Miller goes fastest with 119.449.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's a quick guy.
Not a surprise. Oh, we had Psycho does a 121. John also does a 120.88. Okay, we have Carlos here coming to the end. Oh, he's in an invalid lap though, so it won't be actually counted. We have Sunby here coming to the. I don't actually know the corner.
Where is he?
He's right. That's right. Where is he?
All these names are
He's
different.
right here. He's right here. Lesmos. He's in the Lesmos corners.
Lesmos? I thought she was Lebanese.
No, you can't say that. Oh no. Double snort.
I hate myself.
Alright, so Miller giving us an insight, running 2-0 for him today. Might adjust it for champions based on how he does in this race. So a little bit of an insight.
A little practice going
Yeah,
on. Sneaky.
And coming into the final corner, or corners, it's just a single corner, right? Yeah, it counts it as one.
It's one large one.
Oh, and that
Lost
somehow
a little bit.
did not get invalidated. That was a 23.86, so that's probably
Not
why
the fastest
did
time.
not actually help him.
No. But he got a time in. That's good.
All right, we're here with Danny. Has won 2 races now in the Legends division. Has shown really good pace. I think last race he just he was just up there, just really far ahead. So, wait, was that last race? One of the races. He dominated one of the races.
I mean, I like to see a commanding performance from people.
Yeah, it's nice to see sometimes. Yeah. I think it'll be a lot harder on this track, just seeing as DRS is king here.
It's a fast track.
It's
and if
very
you use
fast.
your ERS well and you're able to kind of like
You can
double
hold
it up with DRS, ooh boy.
That front straight, it's very easy to keep up.
It's powerful.
Yeah. And there's not, invalidates through the Scary.
Hate to see it.
Do hate to see it. I'm trying to get to Sam here.
There he is.
There we go. Coming in to the end. Will be the 12th driver to set a time. Or maybe not. Yeah, I think he's going to set a time here. So it's going to be a 1:22. 0.363.
Buffering there for a second?
He took a lot longer than I expected. But we are here with Landon again. He did make a mistake on his other flying lap. So let's see if he'll be able to get to the end. Just hopefully we don't curse him here. We'll see. Does a purple sector through sector 1 here.
I like a good purple sector.
Let's go to the timetables now. Looking at the timetables, does a 26.132, which is on par with Miller through sector 1.
Ooh, and he took a
goes
sector
even
2.
faster. Does a 26.5. Oh, we gotta stop watching him apparently. Oh,
he's out of the session.
He's actually retired.
Critical damage.
That is.
Doesn't it look nice?
Yeah, do you like the vibration of the car?
Hey, it's just the game sorting through its stuff.
No, this is just the car was broken. Alright, and with that, it looked like Landon was gonna be set for a pole here, and then through Ascari, it just got a little loose. So we are here. Oh, looks like Sunby already retires. So is happy with the 123? That's pretty surprising. So we're here with Mookie coming through the first corners. Let's go to the track. Oh, has the driver in front of him. Oh, I hope he gets out of the way. Or are they both doing hot laps?
They could both be doing.
No, he's doing it in. Okay, so he gets out of the way. Actually gives him a little bit of a pull. Oh, it was his teammate. So not a surprise. All right, coming through Lesmos. Alright, and we're in Ascari here, doing 2 green sectors, and almost loses it and bails out on it. That was a good save. So
sometimes you just gotta stay in it.
You can see that these drivers are pushing it. They're trying to get all the way. I don't like when people don't have times. It's so hard to. All right, so we're gonna sit here with Danny to do his lap. Alright, I think our timetable is a little slow. We haven't even gotten it yet. Okay, we get both of them simultaneously. There's a 26.193 and a 26.839. So really close to the exact same. I think he's a little bit behind, so about a 10th or so off from Miller. When we come across the line here, it's a little bit further down, I guess. And second fastest, 119.590. So
some fresh softs, I like to see it.
Yeah, so if you're looking to get on the 1 or 2 grid spots, like, you know, the top 4 essentially.
Yeah, where you want to be.
You need to be in the 19s at least.
Yeah.
119 is showing here. Has a good pace. We have Fappa now out here, getting ready for a lap here. I don't think any other drivers. Oh, we have Sam doing a hot lap. Let's actually go back here. Let's see if he'll be able to do it.
Broken hip or it's disqualified. Silly rabbit.
Kids.
You know they don't do that branding anymore.
Silly rabbit?
Tricks are for kids thing. I don't think they do. Is Tricks even a cereal anymore?
I don't know. So Sam goes faster with 121.616, but does not improve in position. So improves in time, but not position. We have Foppy here on a hop. Never mind, he's right. Oh, John's taking
God, you're just screwing everyone up today, man.
Everybody's being hit. Yeah, I don't think he's.
So is Miller like? Does that DNF him or?
Yeah, so he's
gonna be in the back now.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. We still have to fix that. Edit.
I see.
Yeah. See, it should drop him to here.
Yeah. That's why I was confused because I looked at that and I'm like, what? I know what's wrong with it. I know what's wrong with it. It ain't got no gas in it.
It's good. Well, that.
You heard that?
Well, there's your problem.
There's your problem. Darn Putin. There's a problem.
All right.
That's your bottom dollar.
$1.
Bottom dollar. As opposed to your top dollar, you know? It's your bottom dollar. It's the dollar you have when you're out of money.
Oh, is it? Okay.
It's the bottom dollar.
It's $1. Not the top dollar?
No, top dollar is the last dollar you earn before you die.
Okay. Alright.
Amazed I checked it.
You know, that's a lot of us. That's a lot of us.
Yeah. That's the American healthcare system. Permanently broken, incredibly flawed. That's not bad. Back to racing. Who are we watching? Lungi? Lungi?
Yeah. Lungi?
Lungi.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
It's kind of, I don't even think I'm saying it right. When Chris said it, Capellinos. and I was
Capellinos.
it sounds correct when he
Christos
says
Capellinos.
it. It's like, yeah, that sounds like that's the correct way to say his name.
I vote Lungi.
Lungi?
That's my vote. I could be wrong.
You know, with all this time, I could have just asked.
You should.
I should just ask. I should. Either way, I believe this is multiple drivers' home Grand Prix. So ooh,
That's unfortunate.
So
lost
it's his.
it. Lost the front wing.
So it's his Grand Prix, home Grand Prix. It's also, I believe, somebody else's Grand Prix. Danny's home Grand Prix. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
So we have two drivers.
Two
out
Italians.
there. Oh, that's an interesting way
I
to
have
get out
been
of the
craving
way.
spaghetti lately, so I do hope it well. I've been meaning to make it all week. I just haven't gotten around to it.
Yeah. All right. I don't know who is on a lap. Let's see. Look at the lap counter thingy. We do have Alexander on a lap, and we have. I'm on Limp right now. And Limp is on a flyer. 26.146. Sector 1. Slightly
I'm
faster.
gonna be honest. I want Lem to continue doing well. It's been an impressive series of performances from him.
Yes.
All around.
He changed his name. Did you notice that? In-game. His in-game name. His username.
That one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't notice. That's why I was confused as to who that even was.
Oh, yes, that's his
His new name.
what is forename?
Behind the scenes.
What's the name in front of the surname?
First
Yeah, that one.
name.
Oh, he's getting a little bit of a toe here. This is actually gonna benefit him. Does
Ooh,
yeah, 119.218.
Out of way. Show Miller how it's done.
Ooh, fast.
Boy.
Goes about almost 4/10 faster than Danny, who is in the.
Oh, and Josh. Man, everyone, they are
Everybody.
pushing today.
People are pushing.
Push it.
Is Renzo doing that? Yeah, Renzo's doing a hot lap. Does a 26.214.
Okay.
So not too far off. Only about 10th off. Oh my gosh. That was almost an accident.
Kept it together though. Kept
Yeah.
it together.
Hopefully it didn't hurt him too bad here. I like his helmet. I think I have that one. That's the Koi helmet.
That's cool.
All right, Sam retires. Is happy with his and Ascari spin again. This is a spot to watch in the race. There's gonna be people making mistakes
too
there.
much curb?
They're trying to, they probably won't do the same in the race.
Ooh.
So they probably won't do it in the race as much, where they're like they're mounting the curb more.
They're trying to push it, they're trying to get it back.
It's still, I feel like it's gonna be a spot to watch.
Yeah.
All right, so I think this is our last two drivers. We have
Still out there trying to get it moving.
John out there, Mookie is out there still. Sam is out there Sam retired. But we're gonna sit here with John. Let's see if he's able to improve. Let's see if he can get into that 119s. You know. We have a handful of drivers retiring. It's all of our Champions Division subs that are just retiring out so that they can drive in the back. Oh, that sucks. You might have blocked them. It happens, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes it happens. You just miss it. You take the L. It looks like John invalidated his lap, but Mookie is coming across the line and does not improve.
That's okay. He tried.
Doesn't improve. Hey, at least he was doing a lap. Doesn't look like he's improving. And it looks like Alexander might be the last one here. But said that he might have been compromised, so we'll see if we'll be able to look that up. This Haas team trying to catch up to the McLaren's, only 17 points behind in the Constructors.
I think it's going to be an interesting battle for Constructors this year, kind of just in general.
I think this is an interesting one, especially for the Legends division, because we have like Josh dominating, or has been consistent, not necessarily dominant, but consistent the entire time, and has put himself up in the lead. But the team of John and Fappa have shown really good. Every race has almost scored every time, and pretty high. And because of that, they're in the lead in the Constructors with it. So I don't think either of them have won. But they've been consistent by doing so. They're in the Constructors battle right now. But with that, we do get Danny getting the pole here.
Out of way, Danny.
With the 119.590. Not bad. Josh in second.
Also 119.
Yeah. Which is kind of what we expected, right? With Josh. Josh is always going to be up there. I feel like he's been
talented.
He's been consistent in every track. Maybe not as fast in some tracks over the others, but has definitely been consistently. Oh, okay. I did not. I did not check the weather.
That's okay.
But the weather outside.
The tornado's back.
Yeah,
the tornado's back, baby.
It hasn't reset itself, so. But yeah.
Oh, that is coming down. All right, well, put on your wets, boys. Maybe should have put on more downforce. Whoopsies! Everyone is pushing a dry.
Some of them might have seen. Maybe a few of the guys in the back didn't. I wish I could have stayed. Oh, he had to leave. It's unfortunate. You maybe
you still can win.
You still can. Don't leave. Just get back on.
Just don't leave.
Turn that computer back on.
Hop back in there, bud.
Get in there. Get in your seat. It's still available.
I believe in you. Is that enough peer pressuring?
Do it. You have to do something. It is pretty late for them now. That because we haven't moved it still. Oh, it's heavy, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. Look at that.
Let's see if the board. Yeah, it's heavies because they're on wets. So it's gonna be interesting. I don't know if we've had a rain race yet in the Legends divisions. We might have had rain. We might have had rain come in, but we've definitely had it in Champions. Champions.
Yeah, that's
almost
what
had it on every track.
My mind is thinking. I'm like, what are you talking about? I'm like, I see it every week.
But in Legends division, I don't know if we've really had rain. So they're being blessed. Hopefully, this means that the Champions division might have no rain.
Yeah, and it's not even thinking that intermediate is an option.
No, it doesn't look like it is. If you look at the quick forecast, it says it's gonna rain,
and then it's gonna rain,
and then it's gonna rain,
a little bit more rain,
and it's gonna rain, and then it's gonna rain,
and then 30 minutes
later,
it's
gonna rain.
It might let up.
So near the end
hot.
of this race, we're gonna get an interesting thing happening. Where
is it gonna dry up enough though?
Yes, we're gonna see maybe guys going on into inters, and maybe people even going on to subs.
That just doesn't seem like realistic game physics.
What do you mean?
Look at how wet it is.
Yeah, but you've ever seen in real life? Man, the rain can really dry up. Oh, okay. Then
we're going to be
taking
seeing a lot of that. I think we're going to be seeing a lot of that.
Yeah, be careful. Looks like that was good on Mookie to spot that and just slow down. You know, it's just a formation lap. Oh! He almost...
Just get to the line, boys. Just get to the line.
I think it's wet out
That's
there.
What I'm saying, man.
These guys are sliding around.
They're on ice skates.
This is going to be a dangerous first corner.
Dull ice skates.
All right. This first corner is going to be scary. I hope everything is... They'll be using wets, inters, and dries. Oh, the confidence. He thinks that they're going to go wet, inters, dry.
I think they might do. I think they'll do inters.
I think with how...
I don't think it'll get dry enough.
Seeing this formation lap...
Locking it in.
Seeing this formation lap, I wouldn't be surprised if a safety car comes out.
Yeah.
It's very wet out there right now. And because of that, I could see that. Because if we'll get closer and closer to
we'll see what happens
that
as
timing.
things progress, you know?
Yeah, we're expecting around a 45-minute race. But a safety car comes out, we could end up getting dries.
That's true.
Like legitimate
but
dries.
Then
We'll
there's
see.
a 10-minute, 15-minute break in the weather.
What's with this? It's a 60 and then the 30 again. Oh, see, that's okay, and we're off. That was really quick.
It was a very fast
We weren't
countdown.
even ready for it. All right, coming into the first corner here, we see some people jostling. Oh, and Mookie just misses his braking point.
God, that's such a tight shot.
Yeah, why did they give us such a tight shot in there, right? But with that...
I already see some yellow flags.
Yeah, I mean, John got a penalty for stop-go corner cutting. That sucks. I don't think he could have avoided it either.
Oh, no, the pace between West and Dries is huge.
So that might have been, I would say, John could probably get that removed. Oh, we have somebody losing it. I don't know who that was. Is Danny, I think?
There is a lot going on here today.
Yeah, Danny definitely lost it there.
Ooh, did you see that sliding in the back there?
No, I didn't.
Drifting through these corners.
We're drifting it through there. All right, let's move back here. We have some drivers way in the back here. Let's
I think this is going to be a day where finishing is going to get you far.
Yes, finishing is going to get you pretty far. And we'll slowly do the walk backwards, and then we'll go back to the front. All right, we do have Landon as the ghost, so he's the bar that's set.
Oh, you fool! You fool! It's okay. It's ghosted.
All right, and
It's
Josh
just nice
goes
to have you
fastest
around, bud.
with a 135. It will
Okay.
most likely keep improving as expected. The rain will slowly go away, but very slowly.
Very slowly.
Yeah. So I wonder with this stop go. Yeah, it's not like a black flag, so I don't think you'll have to take it by a certain point.
He just has to take it.
It's just
right?
a 10-second. It's most likely. Oh no, just a stop go though. It doesn't even say. I'm interested to see what kind that is. And we have Carlos with a 3-second penalty.
Good, bro.
Somebody just missed that corner again, and is coming back onto the track. Alexander. Ooh, and we have somebody on the inside here of John. John and Danny, it looks like.
Head-to-head
Danny on the
racing.
inside. Yeah, and then Danny comes out in front.
Ooh, wide out there.
Oh, really wide. Alexander's not having a good time on these wets.
I think a lot of these guys probably practiced and set up for dry.
Pretty much all of these guys, I think. So, I think what will happen is, John goes a little bit wide here. I think the one things we'll be looking for is they're all pretty much even. They all kind of set up for dries, right? So I think it's still all the same playing field, but it'll be harder to race right now. Oh, and the nice
I'm
little
telling
slide.
you, man, drifting through
But he
these
does
corners,
catch it.
bro.
He does catch it, so that was good. I do feel bad for John, but I think he just keeps his head down. He's still plenty of space to make up. And Broken goes fastest 131.886.
I see you, Miller.
Danny looking to try to get past Limp here. It's going to be a hard task, though. And he gives him a little bit of a friendly reminder.
Hey, bud, I'm here.
That I'm behind.
Good to see you.
We are here with Danny. Danny did make that mistake early in this race. And because of it is further back. Josh is very happy with this right now.
Oh, for
I
sure.
think when you're the championship leader,
And you got almost a 5-second gap.
you just want to keep pushing that further and further, right? Because,
absolutely.
as
You
we
wanna-
know, anything can happen.
You want to lock it in. And
And we see
call it
that
there.
Danny makes a mistake there. And We see here Limp is actually going right through. Trying to get past Mookie. These Alpha Tauri is doing pretty good. I think they've been slowly moving up the standings as well. So it'd be nice to see where they end up. Coming through Ascari 2x2. Or 1x1, I guess.
2x4s?
Not that many. And Limp already gaining a big spot, but Mookie actually, I think he gives up his position more so, which it's understandable. Like he's the faster driver at this point right now, like as we saw in qualifying and stuff. So why would you try to hold him back?
Sometimes the battle's not worth it, especially in conditions like this where you're really having to work to make sure.
And it's your teammate, right?
Yeah.
And we can see here Sam trying to defend off Miller here in the Mercedes, but is gonna come in the inside. They're gonna stay side by side.
Ooh, tight racing.
Okay.
Fairly clean.
Wow, they're still next to each other.
All right. Oh, they lost it.
I couldn't tell if that was like net coding. It didn't look like they would have hit that hard, and then they hit pretty hard.
But it's very slippery out there, so.
Yeah.
Who's that?
It is pretty slippery out there. And with that, Sam goes really far back. And we have Carlos and Lungi. I didn't realize how far back those.
Oh, the Haas went into the wall.
The Haas goes into the wall. And just like that, no
safety
still
car.
No safety car, no
I
nothing.
would have thought that would have been a safety car.
Yeah.
At least a
Ooh, look at that helmet.
Confidence is key.
Oh, that's the
in
Koi
race.
helmet.
The drivers going the fastest
Maybe.
are the ones who are the bravest and most confident. Or talented. I've been pretty brave and ballsy in my day, and it usually does not work out for me in this game.
Yeah. So Sam is going to be looking to try to work his way back through. That was unfortunate what happened. But there's still plenty of race. We're only on lap 5. Danny goes fastest 131.
441.
So maybe we go back up. It looks like he's on the attack onto Limp again. And they're fighting for P2. We can see Josh up to 5 seconds. So Josh doing really good in this rain. I think he's a Brit. Yes, Josh is a Brit.
Oh, so it's his natural
not
state,
too
natural
surprising.
habitat.
We do get Mookie with the penalty here. Let's look at the penalties really quick. So we have Carlos with the 3, and we have 3 for Mookie. It looks like some drivers are coming in. I wonder if any of these guys are going to go on to inters yet. Or
Could be
they
wing
just...
damage too.
Yeah.
Because there's been a couple incidences of
I don't know how much it's going to help you, though, on this track.
getting a wing put back on.
Yeah, if you're running 0 wing, it's not a
Well, but
huge
you can
difference.
adjust it.
Oh, you can.
Adjust it, so you can add front wing.
Yeah, but you can't put too much. If you put too much front wing, you
Well, yeah,
end
but
up
you
in
can
balance.
bump it up a little bit.
You can't change the back. So Carlos...
Tipping it down today, is that I mean, it's obviously vernacular, but is
it
that
down
like
today.
like a bucket's tipping over and so it's raining buckets?
Tipping it down. I don't know what that means.
Oh, it's British vernacular.
Do you know what it means, or are you just saying?
I'm heavy rain.
Heavy
Context
rain.
clues, bro. Like
it's tipping it down.
Yeah.
We live in California. If it's raining a little bit, we're like, yeah, it's raining. Did you like a few days ago? Did you feel like that hail was crazy? We were
Yeah,
getting
bro.
hail?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I've been getting rained on all the time to and from work.
Yeah.
I don't think you understand. I'm getting soaked regularly. I have to walk almost half a mile from where I park
really?
to get into my office.
Wow,
Yes.
that's crazy.
So every time it's been raining and you're like looking out the window and you're like, oh man, it's coming down.
Man, it is raining.
Yeah, I know it is.
You're
It's
like,
been
yeah.
wet.
Yeah.
The causeway between
Yeah.
the where we go.
Oh, that thing's always.
I like to call it Lake Causeway right now. It's this like
Yes.
flood diversion system for when the rain's really high.
I mean,
and
because
stuff.
technically it was a
There's
bayou.
a freeway that goes over. Yeah, well, it's just marshlands.
Yeah,
and
it's
stuff.
just marsh.
Weird. It's like next to rivers, you're supposed to have wetlands.
Yeah, but we have a thing called the dam, really far upland
That's true.
that affects that.
I was also watching this thing that was kind of interesting. People don't care about this. I was
No,
going
they
to
don't.
talk about. I'm not going to explain it.
We also have the canals to the delta that help to traverse the water to a different
Continues.
location. What people? It's just geography, man. We live in a place with very little rain, so when it does rain, it's nice.
We
Well,
needed this.
I mean, this is what I remember it having.
Estimates till the
Ooh, okay, we
first-
got a helicam.
Estimates till the first Brian bottle. Brian, what?
I mean, he already had an incident
I'm
on
guessing
lap
under-
6,
Oh,
5.
until he like foobars it.
Yeah. But we have Renzo here on the attack on Mookie. Let's see. You think he's going to go inside, outside? Who's getting in the inside? Who's going on the outside? He's going on the outside here. He's going to go to offensive, which makes sense here. Because you get the inside again when you're on this side. Oh, yeah, dang. It did not look like he left him very much room.
No, it was pretty close.
That was pretty closed spacing there. We have John. Oh, John had to go into the pits, right? Like that's pretty early pit though. We have Renzo with 11, Limp with 11. Josh actually only down to a 3-second gap now. It is slowly drying, but not very fast. It's like 2%. I think it's dried up. We have Miller here on the attack on Mookie. So Mookie is struggling here, or Miller's just going really fast. I don't know which one it is.
Here, this to this.
Yeah.
So how it's really rainy, lightens up in like 30 minutes, and then that 30 to the next 30. If we get to this point, like I don't think in this time it's going to dry up enough for dries, is my humble opinion. And then if we get to here, you're definitely going to need inters again.
Yeah, but I think this is a wrong placeholder. It's the exact same as the. I don't.
But it's a different
but
number.
We'll see. Oh, it is a different number
temperatures and different percentages.
So we'll just have to keep an eye on it. Oh, looks like.
Ooh, virtual safety car.
Oh, that's what happened.
Dive into the pits,
yeah,
boys.
I saw Carlos retired, so it was probably from Carlos. He might have went on to.
In the pit lane. Gotta be careful, man. The game's sensitive about that these days.
Another one. You gotta compensate.
Really gotta do it. Ooh, Limp, our first inners.
The problem is you have to also compensate
He's feeling
for
brave.
net
So
coding.
I think that Carlos switched to inters. They weren't quite enough.
Yeah, and we have
And
a
then
few
he lost
other drivers now doing the same. So
I think it's too wet still.
I mean,
that's.
The easiest method I like to use
I think it's a bit early.
Is if you still see the tread lines on the racing line. So when they're on the racing line, like how much of their tread is showing, and there's a lot still showing. So you see how like you can see they're treading, like look at how much on the racing line, which tells me I don't know, it might not be inters yet.
I don't think it is. I think it's too soon. Let's hop down to Limp and see how he's dealing with him.
All right, now that he's
Out of way,
come out.
Miller. I see you moving up 11 spots. Hold on.
So he did go on to inters.
Ooh, a wiggle.
So I don't know how good this one will be because I know Limp is notoriously good in the rain. So very good rain driver. So it'll be a little bit harder to know. But I mean, if he's doing really well in the inters, then it should be fine. But we see somebody already making a mistake there. That was Mookie, and is slowly dropping back. So had gained those few positions and now has actually lost 3 from their starting position. We have Broken doing a 130.015. We'll see what Limp does, but I don't think this is going to be Limp's actual time. He's still coming out of it's still his pit time. Yeah, he did a 151. So this is the lap. This is the lap to tell us right here. Well, we do see people doing personal bests that are on, no, they're, I guess on both tire types. This might be a close crossover. Oh, but we see Miller doing a fastest Sector 1. So these softs are still good in this condition. So these inters might have been a little early, definitely.
I think the inters were a little early. I think if you're see what I mean, man. He's just sliding, but he can. I think he can manage it, right? That's what I'm saying. Is I think you'll still be okay if you're a driver who can handle that bit of extra wobble and the instability. But I think you would get more out of the wets.
Yeah, it seems like it. But Miller's still attacking, going purple in 2 sectors now. And most of the wet drivers are all running personal best here, and that's a indicator, right? That is, I think it's still even though some of these inter drivers might be running personal bests.
Undercutting.
Ooh, that's
Quite a few
unfortunate.
penalties. All in the last
Yeah, I think
couple
there'll be a
laps.
few. I think there'll be a few because of
Yeah,
the rain,
no.
right?
Definitely, as you do something more and more, you feel more comfortable. Ooh, our first sub 30.
Yeah, Miller does 129, and as this all sifts through, Josh now has 11-second, almost 12-second gap from the rest of these drivers. So he can actually just stay on these as long as possible, even react to other drivers doing really fast times.
Mookie with a
next
5-second
tires.
penalty for speeding in the pits. Can you go to
so-
penalties real quick?
Yep.
I feel like a lot of people have gotten it.
A lot. Of
Oh
people
man,
take
look
penalties.
at that water on the car. It looks
The water that
so
doesn't move.
Nice. Hey, don't call out their lazy coding.
He does go into the inters, so he believes that it's faster right now. But our timetable would say otherwise.
Our timetable begs to differ.
We do.
This is why you need an engineer.
You know, some of these guys do have engineers, others don't, and it is unfortunate that we can get all these drivers to have engineers because I think when you're driving, it's very hard, right? You're trying to judge something while also racing, and that's always going to be an issue.
Yeah. Oh, Danny, how that was quite the hit. I'm okay.
Wow. That's a tail slapper I've ever saw. Somehow does not crash out.
Serving that stuff.
Alexander goes in. John takes his stop go. Already took his stop go. He might even be able to remove that later in the race. So I think it's for John to keep an eye out on that and maybe petition it. So he might be able to sneak a position or two,
Sneaky.
after the race, right? Post race. Danny actually comes in. Oh yeah, because he crashes, puts on inters, so he does think it's inter time. But if we look at the times people are doing, the drivers on the wets are still doing pretty good times. But it does look like a lot of these drivers are going on to inters now. So their engineers might be telling them something. They're in-game engineers. So we'll keep an eye on those inter drivers.
Sometimes the in-game engineer's correct.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
We'll keep an eye on Limp, but Limp's still slower than Miller on these wets. So I don't know, man. I think they're both even in this tire. Like I don't know
Depending
if
on the driver.
it matters on the tire compound right now. No, I think it's just so we do. Yeah, look how close these times are in inters and wets. Yeah. I don't think either of them are right now. They're both just. We're looking at the times that Miller and Limp are putting in, and they're almost identical. And we see Josh actually goes into the pits, so Josh reacts here and puts on the inters. And we actually let's see if Limp's able to undercut him here. This is actually pretty important. Josh gets undercut from Limp, but Limp will most likely still be looking to pit again. But even if he doesn't, you can technically make it to the end of this race on these inters. And so with that, Limp was able to undercut it. So I guess those inters were a little bit faster.
Miller is doing well.
But he didn't undercut Miller, which makes me because Miller hasn't
pit yet.
Just hasn't been. Does have a 13-second. See, but I don't know if that was necessarily the tire. I think that was because he took the inters when it was under a VSC. And a VSC will cut your pit times a little bit. It's not a bunch. I mean, but as we saw, it made up a big difference, right? Josh is now 2 to 3 seconds behind. And I don't think he was any slower when they were just doing their regular times. It's just the pits.
Yeah.
Going into the pits. So we actually have
got a purple sector from Limp here.
And we might be finally seeing the two differences, right?
I think let's go to the weather again.
Yeah, it's gonna be stats. There you go.
Yeah, and it's heading towards the drier part of the session. So from here for the next hour of the game. It'll be dry.
It'll
keep
be
going
dry,
dry. And I
yeah.
don't think it's going to be another hour of racing.
Yeah. No, definitely
It's
not.
not.
We only gotten a VSC, so we haven't gotten a safety car, which tells me that we will end this race where I think a few drivers are going to go into softs.
I'm happy to be proven wrong. I am a man of science. That's what it's all about.
But I think this will mostly be an inter race, right?
I think so too.
We have Danny trying to catch up to Renzo here. Yeah, we kind of have everybody just separated here. We're just kind of waiting for Miller to pull the trigger on pitting.
Pull trig. Extends that lead by almost 2 more seconds too.
But we can see he's doing comparable laps still with the inter drivers.
Yeah.
Which means if he's continuing to be as fast as them, he can keep on those tires and try to go. He can even try to see if he can get to pitting onto a soft compound. Maybe not. It might be too, or a slick compound. It might be too far, right?
Yeah.
But he could definitely make it to where his inters are going to be better than everybody's. That's for sure. Once it's optimal.
Yeah.
And I think he almost has a gap from Danny, so should be able to pop out in front of Danny at this point. With the pace that he's still showing right now. Because Danny has a 16-second from Josh. And if we actually go to
They
leader,
are very similar paces.
yeah, it's crazy, right?
It's pretty wild. And on different tires, which doesn't...
Well, it just tells us that the crossover they're really close.
It's happening. It's happening.
And if we look at from the leader, we could see that Danny is 30 seconds behind, which gives Miller a nice, comfortable pit. He can pit in and only be behind Limp and Josh, but have fresher tires, which is the key, right? Because we have Miller on 13-lap old tires. And we have Danny taking a penalty, which could cost him late into this race. It is the first.
Still out there on wets.
It is a bunch. Yes.
I know. Ruined the joke.
Oh, sorry.
He's the one watching.
I know, and but some of these guys can watch and race. It's crazy. I don't know how they do it. Maybe that's why they have incidences.
I was gonna say. I don't know. The people who I know who have done that, it hasn't worked out well.
Yeah, you're doing well until you pit. Until your driver pits.
What a performance from you. I know, right? Well done.
Yep. All right, and I'll switch back to interval because we want to see if there's any small deltas. Does not look like it. Everybody is pretty much together. We actually have some lappers here. So I think we have up to P10 is lapped.
Am I right or am I right?
Wow.
Oh no, the game knew. It actually augments your AI specifically, so it's higher.
Oh, here we go. Let's see where he ends up. Let's see where the goat bot ends up.
Goat bot?
Loses one. I don't think he's gonna lose the other. The other one is lapped. It's a lap driver. I mean, that driver will be removed at the end of the race. But... and we do still see that Limp and Miller are doing the same laps almost. I think we are slowly seeing it now. So we saw Miller doing a 129.7 and Limp doing 129.3. But ignore that. Miller just does fastest lap with the 129.092. I would be
It's impressive to see what
because
he's
of
able to
that
pull
lap.
off.
I would actually expect him to pit right now. So he's gonna pit. So he just did a push, which drained his battery, and he's gonna continue to push to keep draining his battery. And I'm expecting him to come into a pit. So I think he's pitting this lap. But it does look like a lot of these inter drivers now. You could see that it does look a lot better. And right there, we see Danny goes fastest with a 129.063. So
Head away, Danny boy.
it is. I think the shift has happened,
The shift has happened.
but it's still very minor. I think it's not
It's not a
Huge.
big discrepancy yet between the two.
I think Miller is pretty good on wets too. So I think because I know the wets are very different than like the inters and obviously the slicks.
Yeah,
the
for
slicks are completely different than these
For
two
sure.
cars. I feel like the inters still feel drivable, but those wets, they're just so hard to drive on. They're easy to lock up with. They just understeer a lot. But as we can see, Miller doing well. Not looking really in danger. Josh trying to push back through. Showing a really good display of driving again. Up in Podium. I think he's been really high up in podiums in most of his races too. So, or at least fought for it for a while. With maybe an incident here or there making it.
Don't get
removing
off.
it. But
Your body just starts betraying you. Jeez, do you hear all of that? I have arthritis in every joint. Did you know that my doctor told me I have early degeneration in my hip?
It's because you're...
At 26.
It's because you're slightly taller than average. You're also...
Ooh,
you
Mookie
did
retired.
sports. And we get a safety car, full safety car. And Brian gets exactly
what he wanted.
what he
He's diving
needed.
into the pits.
100% going into the pits.
That was very fortuitous.
So Mookie goes for a crash here.
Pino,
Oh, where did he crash? Oh, through Ascari.
Where a lot of people have been having trouble.
Yeah.
Or were having trouble, I should say.
I mean, it's a tough one. It's a pretty fast corner. And if you mess up, there's a lot of walls to hit.
Yeah. Landon, your bot was using Ferrari strategy. Don't worry, it'll all work out maybe in the end.
I mean, it's in 8th. So.
I know, right? The fuck?
I mean,
but it won't get fresh tires. I think that's what he's talking about.
Yeah. It's not going to get fresh tires.
No.
It's going to go to the
Losing
end.
out on that.
We'll probably lose a bunch of positions too on the restart when it does. So we're here with Miller. He did not get a speeding in the pits, so that's good. It seemed to be his problem. Goes on to the inters and comes out. And we see Limp responds to that and actually comes into the pits as well. And it looks like, okay, it looks like we're getting a full reset. All these drivers are just coming in. They're responding to it. All that, I don't think that was intentional. Or look at Limp's tire type.
Oh, screwed.
100% is not ready for mediums.
No, it's still water's still coming down.
Yeah, it's still raining.
Yeah,
It's still raining.
boy.
Dude, that was a crazy.
I wonder if
exit.
the game did that to him. No, because they wouldn't even suggest it. Would they?
I don't know.
I'll have to ask him.
It's a good question.
I'll have to ask him after.
We'll definitely have to ask him after, but I don't think he would have wanted to done that though. So this is one of those weird things where.
Mookie retired.
Well, yeah, he already retired.
No, but he left the session.
Oh yeah.
Out. He's gone. Retired's the wrong word, but he's gone.
He's left. Yeah.
Bye, sir. We miss you. Okay.
Right.
9 more laps. Just about everyone's pit.
All right. So let's go. Actually, I want to look at Limp on the these tires are gonna start freezing, man. I don't know how he's gonna get any heat into them. Like the thing that's crazy about putting slicks on is, especially for something like a reset, is if it doesn't happen immediately, those tires just keep going down, and then you can't warm them up, because if you try to warm them up, you end up going offline. It recools itself, and you just don't actually get any heat into them.
I'm really curious how this is going to go for him. He's not going to pit again to change it, is he?
I think he has to. I think
he was trying to.
And just like
that,
that,
he's going over the pits.
Miller is coming in for some slicks too. It looks like. So some shenanigans going on right now. You saw how bad Limp
What if
was
Limp
doing
goes to
him.
softs? That would be hysterical.
You could. It wouldn't.
Makes sense.
Ouch. Oh my god. Me and everyone else just got deaf from that.
Nah, the filters cut it out.
Yeah, not mine. Right into my ear. Jeez. That must have went straight through into, like, directly. I've heard you laugh. I've heard you laugh like that, but it's never like hurt me before.
I'm sorry that I caused you pain. All right, so current 69% rain. Nice. 5 minutes, 57%, 10 minutes, 44, 15, 31%, and clear.
It should
And then
be
30 minutes
clear.
from now, the sun's coming up.
Should stop raining in about 15 minutes. And honestly, this is gonna take a while for some of these drivers to get through. It'll stop raining by the end of this race, but I don't think it'll be dry. I think you can put some slicks on the end at the end of this race, but Miller chose to do it really early. Because of that, Danny has a huge chance now here. Danny fight again. Danny's gonna be looking to try to pass. He needs as many points. It's also his home race. So
we want to do well.
I think a
surely
podium.
it's interesting.
Surely a podium is.
There's no way it's stress.
Is what they're looking
right?
for.
Thank you. I'm glad he agrees.
Oh yeah, I agree. I don't know what those two are doing. They're gonna cause an accident. Is what they're gonna do.
This will be interesting to see how these last 7 laps play out.
Yeah. It is unfortunate because you can see right here we have Sunby and John both actually in between. It'd be nice if we could get them through. But for somebody like Josh, this is perfect because it gives him a little bit of a gap, you know? He already has a gap. Look at that. He has 2 seconds of a gap from Danny because of that little cushion. The 2 driver cushion.
I'm amazed that Limp and Miller are still fine. I would have been.
Well, I think that's relative because
I would have been.
Oh, I would have too. 100%. I can't even.
I know they're fine.
I can't even do it.
I'm not worried about that.
Oh, safety car coming in. So, safety car is coming in on this lap. Oh my gosh. So close. Sunby is just not even shaking. As his tires are warmed. Alright, so we're going to be looking for some heavy acceleration here. I think he went. He's off. And it looks like it was a good jump here. All the way up to almost 4 seconds because of that. And let's actually move backwards because of that. We see here Miller now on the attack. Onto Psycho. But he's not because he's on softs. I think he actually got attacked. Fappa goes past Lim, showing that these soft compounds are not the answer. And Fappa gets into 4th. Has a chance for... Oh, it goes past Miller, so he's now in 4th. So Fappa taking some nice positions here. And if we look at positions changes now, we can see Fappa getting all the way up into 4th. Miller and Limp dropping back.
I don't think they made the right choice.
Definitely not.
And then other people followed.
Yeah, it looks like Renzo and yeah. Renzo just trying to get, if he gets to the end, he gets a point. So it's like, you know, you just finish. I think he's in, oh, technically Lannon's not a real driver, so that position will be yielded to a driver that's still in the race. Yeah, your bot's faster than you, apparently.
Got him!
Get him. Yeah, looks like John's still... Is John still here? Yeah, he's being lapped. I think he's still here. Alright, and we are here with Josh. Yeah, you gotta race most of the races under human power, Landon. Limp comes in, probably gonna put on inters because this is not the time for some slicks. No, he goes onto hard, so he says, I want it to be even more slippery. Oh, what? And we have Renzo DNF'd. So Renzo DNF'd right there. And we're in a new safety car pattern. And we might actually end up into slicks at this point, at this pace.
Yeah, because this is taking some time.
But this is really good for Danny because Josh had a huge lead.
Oh, man.
This 4-second gap now that Josh has is gone, essentially.
Yeah. 4 more laps. This is a long safety car. Ooh, someone spun.
Yeah, and we're looking at another safety car. All right, and we are just here with the front. Can't really do anything. It says it's currently... Oh, what? What is going on in the back? You see John gets a drive-through. It's a drive-through for... Who did he collide with? Oh, it just... exceeded safety car pace. That's what he got it for. Oh, and it says big collision. But who'd he hit? I don't even know who he hit. So John's not having a good day right now. He's dropped down 8 positions, so was in a really good spot to get good points, but has had a few incidences through the race that really set him back. And
I mean, sometimes it only takes a couple things, or one thing, and then if you have a couple, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
that can really put a damper on your spirits. Sunby heading into the pits. I don't think the softs are working for him.
so one nice thing that we're looking at
Notice
is
how all the inters are up top.
yeah.
Weird. Miller's back in the pits as well. He's probably going... I think he's going back to inters.
So the one nice thing for Josh here is that he has a 3-second gap essentially from the other 2 drivers, because of the penalties. So 3-second penalties for both.
Nice little buffer.
So it's a nice little buffer. You can still try to, you defend your position.
Yeah. Do you think Miller's going to be able to actually take advantage of him switching back?
Yeah, could get
Safety
some
car's
decent
got to come in,
points.
but we'll see.
The safety car will come in soon. And as we wait, crossing the white line takes a 5-second for Sunbee. And as we wait, let's just drop one of these because it was gonna happen. And let's get this pole prepped. So one person I want to note is Sam. So Sam has been able to get all the way back up into 6 after that incident that he had. So that's pretty good. He was, I think, all the way down to like 12th at one point. But with all these different things that happened, was able to push himself all the way back up.
I was gonna say
into
position
6.
change.
And yeah, has 4 positions now because of it. So not bad at all.
No, not bad at all.
That was really good. And that's a good example of just keep your head down, right?
Stop. It's too good. It's too good. Do you know that he actually filled out? It took like 20 hours for him to do it. But how it goes is there's this beta program that F1's doing, where it essentially just put in lap after lap after lap, and it just keeps all your data. You fill out a couple questionnaires, and then it integrates your driving style with your AI. That's why it's doing so well.
So kind of like Forza Motorsports.
Exactly.
The Drivatar.
Yeah, the Drivatar.
Yeah. I think it was pretty cool.
I
Well, so in the game you could like,
that out of my ass.
I don't know how much it like actually copied you, but it was like it would have you do laps on a track, and then it would
Drive like you?
drive similar to you. Yeah. So it's like you could drive, and then it would.
All of your best parts, Landon. Don't worry.
Yeah, your AI definitely should have spun by now. You should have gotten really close to limp and then spun.
Spun right into him.
Not into him, but near him. His spins usually happen when he's fighting because he's just pushing.
Just push a lot.
And we have
safety car in this lap.
And with that safety car coming in this lap, I'm gonna drop this pole because I don't want to know what.
I think Josh did good today.
I think Josh did very well, even if he doesn't get the win here.
Yeah, I think he's done well.
I think he's done well enough.
Hold on.
So the driver of the day poll is up. Feel free to vote for driver of the day. And no, Landon, you are not on it this time.
Was he on it when he was a bot?
No, he's just been.
He's just been on it a lot.
Yeah, and he's been winning.
He's been winning.
Yeah. He's got like 7 accounts, I think.
7 accounts? Yeah,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
All right, and the restart has happened. We have Danny actually getting a really good jump on him, but he does cover the inside here. And Danny does a smart thing and just lets him go through because he's going to look to attack him
Got a penalty
through
for
the
Alex.
next corner here. And you could actually see he gets a bad exit. And because of it, Danny, now on the outside, it is raining, so it is wet on the outside, but he does actually hold it. Now he's going to be defending. Oh, yeah, and it looks like he gets the pass here. So now Josh is just going to be looking to keep up. They can keep up with him, get to the end without any penalties. Should be able to win this.
He'll be fine.
And let's switch back over so we can see the penalties there. We actually could see that Josh has not taken a single warning.
Nope.
And that bodes well because that means he can actually push and fight,
done.
right? He can push to fight to stay with them.
Did you hear that, Josh? Go get him, Tiger.
Oh, and John retires. That is unfortunate. We will not get another safety car because safety cars do not come out after the second to last lap, pretty much.
Makes sense. Unless there's just like, you can't finish the race.
Yeah, no. We do have Fappa on the attack of
Yes, you are, Landon. Yes,
on Psycho, but it doesn't look like he's going to be able to get up. We see Sam actually loses his position to Miller.
Miller
And
needed
Danny
to
goes
switch back.
fastest.
That was not the right move to switch to softs or
Yeah.
to slicks, I should say. Because Limp's also back on inters.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, he's right there. See, so
Well,
Josh.
Landon was right when he said they'd end up on all three, but I was right when I said it was not the right move.
It's not the right move.
No.
You know what? You know what the funniest thing is?
I didn't think it would be.
I
fun.
think the tires are good now.
I think now it would be fun.
As you could, I think the tires are actually, you could go onto softs now. And we actually see their limp going fastest on the inters though. But I think if you put on some slicks now, you could do a fastest
it's lap
lap.
27 though. Like
But it is lap 27.
We're basically done.
We are coming to the end. We do see here. Oh, Sam! What happened to Sam? Samuel! But we're gonna be here with Danny. He's gonna pass the line first, but most likely Josh will pass him because of penalties.
Penalties.
Because it's still only 1 second. You'd have to really bottle it.
Bungle it.
Bottle it.
Bobble it.
Which could happen because it is drying up, right?
God,
so the
that's
conditions
funny.
keep changing.
Done this out of me.
Coming through Parabolica to the line. And we have Danny here coming across the line first. But Josh gets the victory. Fappa actually gets into third because of penalties. We have Psycho doing really well into fourth. Miller into fifth. The Ghost landing into sixth.
Out of way, bot.
Alexander gets seventh. Sam gets eighth. Lungi gets ninth. And Sunbee actually gets 11th.
There you go.
Actually,
He finished.
No, Limp, I think still is.
Well, he got 10th actually.
Limp actually, I think, gets 10th because it looks like he's.
It was a strange race.
Limp still was a lap ahead of Fallen, so he will still get that point over Fallen.
What do you mean? Wouldn't be enough.
Yeah, but it's fine. Miller gets driver of the day. He technically did more. He finished his second to last lap before Fallen, which means he technically.
Yeah,
beats
but
him.
Nicholas P10. See, Nick got P10.
No, but it's not how it works.
It is.
It's not how.
He didn't finish the race.
He did finish the race. He
did.
finished ahead of.
DNF.
He finished before. When Fallen did his 26th lap, he finished before Fallen finished it, which means he's still
So
ahead
he's
of him.
literally a lap ahead.
He's a lap ahead of him.
Oh,
So
sorry.
even if he DNF'd, he's
So he DNF'd.
just how it works.
He
Yeah.
DNF'd with more laps in the
Yeah.
bank than when the race ended.
Yeah, that's how it works.
I see.
Yeah, it works in real life too. In real
No,
F1,
it didn't. I didn't know that.
But congratulations to Josh with that victory,
Well done.
showing that penalties down the stretch
They make or
actually
break you, bro.
they make a huge difference. And with that, let's do the order. It's gonna be Josh, Danny, Fappa, Psycho, Miller, Lannon, Alexander, Sam, Luigi, Limp, Sunbee, and our DNFs being John, Renzo, Mookie, and Carlos.
Carlos Sainz. Crashed for nothing. Generally crashing. So when I used to do sports, I did a sport where you could intentionally foul, so it wouldn't count.
Yeah, faulting.
Yeah. And my coach used to get pissed when we did that because there'd be times like if you tied, right, and then the other person, theirs just didn't count, but not on purpose.
Yeah.
But you had a really shit whatever, but you still had a mark. If you tied and then you had a mark and they didn't, then you would win because you had the next best mark.
Oh, okay.
So he hated it.
When you guys did that.
He hated it if you ever did like unnecessarily did something like that. Now, if it happened, it happened. You know, try not to do it. Don't do it. Do well.
Exactly.
But like he hated it when you just intentionally threw out a valid attempt, even if it was a bad attempt.
Yeah, because it might matter later.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But on that, what a race. There was rain. We thought maybe softs were going to come in. We saw some drivers taking an insane amount of tires.
Yeah. Quite a few.
And I don't think the softs ever came into, or the slicks never came into condition.
I don't think at any point they were beneficial.
I think at the end of the race,
If we were going to 40 laps,
yeah,
I think we would have been on slicks.
if we had 2 more laps going on to a soft, would have made a huge difference. But it just never happened. You could have pit on the safety car to get it for that. I think it was dry enough to get a really fast lap.
Yeah.
But a lot of those guys already pit so many times.
Yeah.
And they didn't want to lose their position at that point, right?
Yeah.
Because I think it would have been harder to fight through to get a position anyways.
I mean, it's that's hard.
Yeah. But on that, we did see Josh doing really well.
Well done.
And because of it, was able to... I don't even think we saw... It looks like he actually got fastest lap as well with the 125.091. So he actually gets the fastest lap at the end. So it gives him even an extra point, and he's going to go even further ahead now into the drivers. And because of it, sets himself up really well for the constructors as well, seeing as his teammate didn't score any points that race.
Point matters.
But every point matters, and it could be a slow
Sometimes
push.
it's a grind.
He technically outscored, the Haas still outscored the McLarens today, so it'll be even closer into the next round.
All right.
But with that, let's end this driver of the day poll.
Ooh, Fappa, I see you.
How do I end it? I gotta go to this one, huh?
Yeah.
All right, so let's end this poll.
Fappa.
We see Fappa is the winner. Let's bring it up.
Fupa?
So Fappa, I don't know. I say Fappa.
Oh
yeah, that one's a different thing.
Sorry. I'm a child.
So we did have Fappa win. Driver of the day poll. Got onto pole. Showed that penalties did not get a penalty into that race, and because of it, passed Psycho through penalties. So it made a huge difference because of it. But on that, congratulations to everybody who raced. Thank you for coming.
We'll see you
I know
tomorrow.
there was a lot of issues getting in. Hopefully it's not that way tomorrow.
Landon, you weren't there though, so if you want to keep talking, show up next time.
Yeah.
Stick around.
But on that, we'll be here tomorrow for the Champions Division race in Italy.
Italy.
Nice try on Danny. Almost won your home race. But maybe next time.
Next time. All right, peace out.
On that-
We'll see y'all tomorrow.
I'll see you guys all next time.
Bye.